Hey everybody, it's Bruno on NB, where it all can't be serious. One of these days I'm going to get my intro right. But I'm here with Trevor Johnson, President and CEO of Bullseye Recruitment at bullseyerecruitment.com.
Yes, sir.
There's nothing more serious about kind of our captions about trusting a committed professional. I'm here.
Okay, I'm not committed.
You're not committed
I'm
yet.
not committed to any ward or anything.
No.
No, okay.
But Trevor Johnson from Bullseye Recruitment, and truthfully, dealing with from the C level down, when you have a problem, you have to go to a trusted professional who's committed, a whole career, a whole lifetime to, what you do. And Trevor, you've been doing this a long time.
Oh,
and
thanks, Bruno.
26, great, you look great, you look fantastic. I know what you're talking about, but 26 years in professional search.
Yes.
Pretty much always in the same, what we call vertical.
Right, accounting and finance.
Accounting, finance. Nobody knows more accountants, I think. Like in the last 26 years, like you probably know every single...
I know a lot of accountants.
Holy smokes.
For sure, yeah.
So CRA, you can't touch this guy. I tell you what. You loved it so much you married one.
That's true,
right?
I did, yeah. Yeah.
So, but not only that, you have 30 years of coaching experience.
Right.
And 11 years at Bullseye Recruitment.
Right.
So, number one, how important is it for, listen, in your field, there have been a lot of dabblers.
Right.
Right? And maybe in other fields too, but
yeah.
How important do you think it is? We just mentioned one of them. Sorry, I take credit for that one. One Team Italy. But truthfully, like one of them is, a lot of accountants. I mean, but what is another reason why C-level suites or controllers or general managers of accounting, why should they trust, really look deeply at the level of commitment and experience?
Right. So thank you for asking. It's clarity, competency, and commitment. I talk about that a lot, Bruno, and having the ability to have repeat and referral clientele over the years is obviously, well, not obviously, but is a great compliment to the process to which I've adopted, and that has been learned, obviously. But I feel like when I'm talking with an employer and they're being honest with me about what their needs are and their wants and how, by bringing on the right person will actually elevate their career, why not put that in the hands of a trusted partner that's been in it for 26 years of professional search of accounting and finance professionals? And so, as we joked earlier or talked about interviewing over 100,000 people, when you think in terms of a 30-year career in hiring, training, and developing individuals, that goes a long way. And so when I talk with a CFO or a controller, they've been through interviewing processes before. They've absolutely met a lot of accountants. And maybe in the course of the year, they have to hire 2 or 3 people. Well, over the course of the year, I'm hiring 10 times that. Yeah. And so when you think about that, for each position, I'm interviewing a lot of accountants. And it's not that, one accountant can't do the job that another can. It's about the corporate fit, the culture fit, the relationship, the collaboration that the two people are going to have. So commitment is required in this opportunity of partnership.
And I like to contribute a little bit, because otherwise, what am I doing here?
Well, you are a contributor, Bruno.
I got to try, but it always struck me in what you do in the connection business. People call it the connection business or whatever. Is it's pretty simple to find out these days what people know. Like they have in your case, a CPA or don't have a CPA, right? Yeah. So it's a pretty simple to find out what they know. And now with this whole LinkedIn business, and all this stuff, it's pretty simple to know who you know. And they kind of usually say, it's not what you know, it's who you know that gets the job. But where you come in, and a committed professional who have known a lot of people interviewed through the pipes, right?
Yeah.
It's not only what you know, it's not who you know, it's how you know them.
Right.
You have known in 26 years,
right,
people that came out of school and now have retired.
Yeah.
Or maybe not that drastic, but some people
are getting close,
or maybe mid-career when you first started were 40 years old and they're done. How important is the how? The what, no problem. The who, no problem. How important is the how?
Right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, I started in this profession 26 years ago, and I did meet those people, as you said, that were just finishing the program at that time. And it was CGA and CMA and chartered accountants at that time. And so, meeting those people and having worked with them through not only their accounting careers, but having seen a lot of people have families and build relationships. And so you understand that motivation behind what's behind their growth and want, or, the accounting growth path is fairly consistent for a lot of people because the education program dictates that. But it's also about understanding individual motivators and what they want. And so by understanding and knowing a lot of these people for a long time, it does allow me that ability to help them, the job seeker, align with the right corporate entity as well. So, and then on the other side, when I've worked with a hiring manager as a CFO, and I helped him get that job as the CFO, and now he's hiring his accounting department. I understand where he's been in his career, and I understand the motivators that he has and how he wants to develop those people beneath him or beneath her.
It's interesting because we take people like you for granted until there's a real fire, especially at the C level, middle management. You know what I mean? And people say, "Oh, you got to get a financial planner, right? Because they'll take care of your whole family." Right? And you got to get a doctor because they'll take care of your whole family. Dentist.
Right.
And rarely do we think of a committed professional search person at your level being necessary. But I bet you any money you've placed the person, their kid, their wife, their husband, and not because what they know you, it's because, or indirectly too, because you said, I don't place IT people, go talk to Johnny. And you've connected them through the ranks.
Right.
How important is it to have your search professional?
Right. Yeah, I appreciate that question. In my mind, you have to have one. And not only just for that one individual, but as you mentioned, family members or friends and relationships. And there has been many scenarios where I've worked with spouses, with definitely children and supporting, a CFO's son or daughter that's come through the CA program or CPA program and help offer guidance through their career. And it is a matter of commitment to the profession, but also to the individuals that you represent. And so as professional recruiter, headhunter, executive search, however you'd like to position it, really it's about a committed relationship to each other and about helping to elevate that position that they're in currently. So how can we help? How can I help? That's my greatest satisfaction. Really it is. How can I help you move to the next opportunity and have success in your career? And if I can help a person do that, and whether I place them or not, actually, Bruno, if I can help move them forward, that's the number one motivator for me.
This is might be a really awkward question, but at NB we can ask any question we want.
Sure, fire.
And I'm going to tell you guys something out there is that very few people have the professional, courtesy and professionalism for you to answer this question. A lot of people out there think that, you know what, I did something kind of crappy a couple of years ago or didn't interview very well, so that recruiter has it in for me.
Oh.
How untrue is that?
We all make mistakes.
Yeah.
And
but do you hold it against them?
Never.
Yeah,
Never.
That's what I'm trying to get at.
No, I mean, as being a long-term professional in this career and helping corporations, individuals move and achieve in their career, it is about always being open to where they're at when they're there. Like where they're at is where they're at. I mean, you can't, you never know what's happening behind the scenes. And it's, I mean, really as a employee, as a business owner, as a parent, I make mistakes. And I would hope that people know and trust that my heart is in it to see them be successful and have a long-term career. And I don't know, they maybe had told me that they weren't interested in opportunity. It doesn't mean I'm not going to represent them again. It just means it wasn't the right time or the right opportunity.
That's exactly it, yeah.
And it's not about me. It's about their relationship and their career and what's happening. And I think that, that's the only way to consider it. It's not. I'm really just the pivot point.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm here to do, is to provide people with guidance and direction and collaboration so that they can meet and create, it's not a dating service.
Yeah.
But it is about finding the right people the first time. And that comes through clarity, competency, and commitment. And I bring that to the table, Bruno.
It's interesting. A lot of people think that, oh my God, you know what? Trevor didn't pick me, or, the other recruiter didn't treat me. Truth of the matter is, you don't pick anybody. It really comes down, the person who's hiring from the company. Right. So that bias is out the window. Right. Like, let's be serious. It's kind of like in sports. Who wouldn't want a 50-goal scorer or a 1,000-yard rusher and stuff like this? But I wanna go down this other road, because I really, like I said, I've said it many times, I really admire your passion and everything you've done. But what people maybe not know about what you is about you is that, your commitment to your career coaching, we talked about in the last episode, but you give back to the community, something you love to do on the career coaching side, your martial arts, your family and everything like that. But in all of that you give back, and you've worked hard, all the people, what's the one thing that you've learned in the last 26 years, or maybe take back or do more of it? What have you learned?
Well, I was going to ask you that question, Bruno.
Oh, I've learned to ask the question first.
Dirty rat. That's a huge question, obviously, with a lot of opportunity. But, I learned early on that I really know very little when it comes to what's happening for individuals in their life. And so I really try to emphasize an understanding and asking more questions. And I feel that if I can have a better understanding with open and honest communication and a strong understanding of who that person is and what they want, then I can best represent them. Mm-hmm. When I'm faced with an interview and I'm talking with individuals and they're not being honest, I can sense that. And I can tell when, they're maybe putting on a false front, and that comes through hundreds of thousands of interviews, right? And it really is about asking more questions, trying to listen and understand really what the ultimate goal is in what they're saying.
So there are a couple other things that I want to highlight, of things that you do that I would never do. You jumped out of a plane.
I did.
What in the world were you thinking?
It was so fun. It was absolutely fun. My mom to this day is not very happy with me, but you know what? It was a great experience, and I feel like you have to push yourself sometimes. Yeah.
Oh my God, it costs so much to get on a plane.
Somebody pushed me out of the plane. So it was, well, you're hanging on the wing like this, or like, get out, Trevor, hang on the wing.
Trevor, I would never do that.
It was so great.
I was so scared of getting on a plane. Forget about jumping out of one. What else do you do?
So I'm fairly lethal with my hands and feet. I'm pretty good in.
So you're a dancer?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I can. Yeah.
Can you dance?
Oh, I'm a dancer for sure.
Oh my God.
Taekwondo though, I'm a red stripe, so close to a black belt, and so.
But you also mountain bike and.
Yeah, we challenge the mountains, Bragg Creek, Fernie quite a bit, and.
Do you wear a helmet? Tell people.
Absolutely.
You need to wear a helmet.
First. Safety first. Yeah,
right?
Wear a
Take
helmet.
The parking brake off.
Absolutely, it's important when you're going down the hill at 50 kilometers an hour.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's pretty critical.
Have you ever considered Uber? Take her easy, Trev. You know. Little rapid fire. Everybody likes the rapid fire things. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Favorite sport?
Mine?
Yeah. Art, you want to step in here?
All right, help me out.
Playing the part of Trevor Johnson today
I have
Victor
a lot
Newman.
of favorites. Mountain biking.
Number one favorite sport.
Mountain biking.
Okay. Favorite athlete.
Wayne Gretzky.
Were you not a Montreal Canadian fan?
Never.
No, I didn't think so.
No.
Are you an Edmonton Oilers fan?
No, that's my dad.
That's your dad?
Yeah. I grew up cheering on the Leafs.
Oh,
I'm not going to lie.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
But the Flames are definitely my team today.
Are they really?
Calgary Flames, man.
Yeah, me
Absolutely.
too. Me too. Well, I cheer for the Flames. I mean, they're just kind of like the Leafs now. They never win, and the Ottawa Senators, they never win. Like, what the heck's going on
We
there?
got hope for the Canadian division. Leafs are going to win.
So Wayne Gretzky, your favorite athlete of all time?
Always.
You ever met him?
No, I've met Gordie Howe. Not that that's relevant because it's not Wayne Gretzky, but
Well, he was
pretty
all that in a
incredible.
bag of
Yeah,
chips,
he was
too.
pretty good. Yeah, Lanny McDonald. I met him one time. Wow, that man is solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in my office, and I said, "I got to get a picture with you, Lanny." And I put my arm around him, and I felt very pudgy all of a sudden. And this was just a few years ago.
Yeah, and he's much older than you are too.
Yeah. Well, I would
saying
say
he's still in good
not
shape.
much. Lanny's in good shape, and he's
No, I don't mean that.
No, I know.
But I'm just saying he's still in good shape.
Yeah.
He's in great shape. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like
Mustache
wow.
still there?
Oh, mustache was full on. It was great. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you
Great
like him
man.
as a Leaf too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember he used to play for
Watched
the Leafs?
him as the Leafs. Daryl Sittler, Mike Palmatier.
Oh my
Absolutely.
God! Now you're bringing him on.
Yeah,
Oh my God!
Ricky Vive.
Ricky Vive, yeah,
Yeah.
number 22.
Yeah.
You know how I know
think that's
that?
right. No.
Because I was number 22.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love number 22. Okay, favorite food?
I love food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite?
Favorite?
Because we're going to go out for dinner here, I think.
Chicken Thai? I don't know.
Is it
Thai?
really?
Yeah.
Chicken Thai? Okay.
Yeah, Thai.
Favorite singer?
Ooh, favorite singer. That's a tough one.
I never said this was easy. Like
This is probably the hardest part of the questioning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, people want to know.
You know, I people do want to know.
Yeah.
People want to know. You know, I'm pretty open when it comes to music as far as different genres, I guess.
You strike me as a Lady Gaga guy.
I told you I could dance. I told you I could dance.
Favorite place to vacation if you could go there with the family, with the wife?
We were just in Costa Rica a year ago.
Oh, really?
And we would go back there instantly.
What did you like about it?
Well, the people were fantastic. The environment, just green, lush. The snakes, I'm not a fan of. The snakes are frightful.
Are they all over the place?
Oh, yeah, they're everywhere.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you just don't know it. But surfing, which I'm not really good at, but surfing was fun. The people were fantastic. Just great, relaxing environment. Yeah.
Okay, here's my final favorite of rapid fire. Favorite artist when it comes to painting?
Oh, that would be Brenda Banda Johnson.
Oh,
yeah,
and Brenda
fantastic,
Banda Johnson is who?
Well, she used to be an accountant, in fact, actually.
there you go.
Yeah, so I happened to marry her and was fortunate enough to do that. And Brenda is now running. She's participating at a gallery. She is an artist and creates and paints with acrylic paints with a palette knife. And you can check out her art at bandajohnsonart.com.
So we're going to put that link under here. And
Thank you.
definitely not a dabbler. I'm talking like
she's a professional artist. Yeah, she's been doing that for the last 8 years in conjunction with, being obviously a strong business partner for me as well. But yeah, I mean, she's highly talented, well, skilled, and has art in many different countries. She said people buy it throughout the world. So.
You call them paintings, right?
Right.
So I don't mean, because people call them prints. She doesn't do prints.
Oh no, not prints. No, it's each is an individual created piece, and yeah, she'll do commission pieces for you as well. So if you have a specific scenery or mountain range that you prefer, she can help to create that for you. And yeah, she's a very successful artist.
I just find that fascinating because they do go quick. Like they don't sit around on the shelf too long.
Oh no. She's in production on a daily basis. She's creating, designing, building, basically creating a piece of art. Absolutely, and it's a constant turnover of activity. I've taken paintings off our wall to get to the art shows so that she can have, and out of my office.
Wow,
they're my paintings.
Yeah, no, they're somebody
actually
else's.
Somebody else's paintings.
Yeah, but
yeah,
they do go fast.
Yes, they do. Yeah, so
pretty.
she's
That's
very
amazing.
talented. Yeah.
And I just brought that up because I am, a huge fan of the Johnsons, and you guys are great people. And
Thank you.
and I was actually quite pleasantly, wowed by the talent that she brought to the table and everything like that. But I don't think we missed very much. Now you get to ask me a question. Trevor's going to ask me a question. I'm a little worried here.
So Bruno, in your fantastic career thus far,
Yeah.
and you've had a great career, and you're building out companies and helping people define who they are and what they want to do in their career and helping them through coaching. Bruno, what have you learned, or what one scenario have you experienced in your career that you wish you could have done over again?
Wow. That's a big one. I can tell you what I've learned. I'm going to start with that really quick, and I don't want to take too much time because this is Trevor's time. But, the one thing I've learned, about helping people or whatever, everybody gives you these compliments, is that I learn more from the people that you think you're helping than you can ever imagine. Taking back is truly understanding that, anybody that is in a gifted program in school, back then they used to call it advanced or gifted or something like that. One of the things that I've learned is that I don't think we should label.
Right.
Now, did I label people?
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know. I'm not sure. But what I'm trying to say is that the one thing I learned or take back is I should have never, ever, now I'm being very serious, ever consider being in what they call the gifted program. Now, it might work for some other people, but it kind of created an inferiority thought. There was always somebody better, because when you're in those classes, there's always somebody better than you are, which is a motivator, yes, but it's also something that I wish I would have maybe not done in some schooling aspects and business. And you were there at a couple of places. You were the golden child at a couple of no, but you were like a prize sales manager and recruiting manager and this and that and the other thing. And it's hard to imagine going back a couple of 20 years or so and thinking they trusted me with that. And but there must have been some pride, even with me. There was pride, but there was always like, oh my God, what if they uncover me? And you're like, what are you going to uncover? Like, I'm working my butt off. And I think if I could take it back, are those feelings of maybe feeling a little inferior to people around you. And what I learned from those experiences, because you were one of the top sales managers in Canada, or in the company, right? At an international company. I remember that. That's, you were, I knew of you before I met you, right? And so, but that came with a lot of pressure. And I would probably say, just believe in yourself. Never lie, work your ass off. And I think that's what I would take back, is just kind of like, oh my God, do I belong here? Yeah, you belong here because they picked you. And I think that would have helped me on my nerves and anxiety. So I don't know. Is that
well? You've demonstrated that, Bruno, that you accept people for where they are and you encourage and support, and it's a genuine passion that comes across in your language every day. So I really appreciate you.
Oh, lots of fun. Lots of fun.
Yeah.
So, boy, that was a tough question. I usually get like who my favorite lollipop flavor is or something like that. But Bambino, we got to do a better job screening here. But anyways, it's always my pleasure to have great guests like Trevor Johnson from Bullseye Recruitment, bullseyerecruitment.com.
You got it right.
You're still in business. You're rocking and rolling better than ever. So, and don't forget to check out Trevor for his career coaching and all that other fun stuff that you do.
Thank you very much.
All right. See you guys next time.
Bruno.
Hey, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember, if you want someone to be our next guest, simple. Click below in the description and we'll get in touch with them. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe, and you'll never, ever miss another episode.